Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I know you guys might be thinking, what the heck's taking you so long? How come you not been uploading your videos or something like that, even though it's not really that famous or populated anyway? I've been on vacation for about a week, so I'm gonna try to catch up with my stuff today if I can. I mean, I've been pretty busy, like I said, vacation. So if anything else, let's just get this started right away. On this new ReZero episode, which is on episode 53, or episode 3 of season 3 of ReZero. Anyways, this episode right here was pretty crazy, so if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Regulus Cornelius ends up telling Subaru that he's taking Amelia as his next wife. Later on, we get to see one of our boy Otto. He ends up meeting one of the archbishops, which is apparently the gluttony one, the one that takes memory, the one that freaking made Rem and everyone else have lost their memories or into a coma, which is a very bad sign considering that he is very terrifying, not to mention very strong. He freaking manhandled a guard like no problem, and we get to see a scene switch with serious romantic Conti having to find Subaru as the one she's been looking for. Unfortunately for her, Subaru does not feel the same way, and we get to see to it that Subaru tries to fight Regulus Cornelius to take Amelia back, but it was futile. Eventually, the freaking serious Archbishop of Sloth, whatever her name is, I think she's an archbishop, but I'm not really sure if she's Sloth. I don't know why. Maybe because she has an addiction to the previous witch, but who knows. But we have to it that freaking Regulus decides to leave Subaru with a very damaged, injured up leg. Unfortunately, as a way to tell him, for offending me in a certain way, I'll just take away part of your leg. And Beatrice managed to save him. Unfortunately, the injuries and pain that Subaru is enduring will later on become a nasty side effect. In other words, he has to be careful not to push himself too hard because his leg is badly injured, and that he was only saved by a margin, or he was only saved thanks to Beatrice's or Beako's healing ability that allowed herself to pushed herself to the brink of exhaustion. As of which, we have to it that we get to see a scene with Garth with Mimi and his mother and her new wife. We get to know what really happened to Garth's mother. She got into a certain natural disaster which caused her to lose her memories, and the man who found her will later on rescue her and marry her. Garth actually asked him a couple questions about the situation, and of course, after Garth gets his answers, he ends up having to leave. He wants to cry and mourn, but Mimi encouraged him and tells him, hey, it's okay, you know? I mean, there's nothing shameful about crying about your mother. And eventually, Garth gives in and finally cries his eyes out, wondering why his mother forgot about him. And it is understandable. I mean, Garth thought his mother was dead all along, but she was alive, and unfortunately, she lost her memory of Garth, and this really hurts him very much because she doesn't remember him or his sister, which is devastating. But I guess amnesia or depending where you get hit in the head or how much damage you take could affect your memory. And eventually, we have to it that we get to see some bad news about the city being in a very bad state of, let's see here, of a takeover by the witches cult. They apparently took over 4 towers, which apparently we get to know why they are attacking the city of water. They believe that a certain witch or a certain living being is somewhere in the city, and that they want to open it by flooding it or destroying the surrounding shield that's covering it or that's blocking it from reawakening or getting to the person. Whatever the situation, they are after something that's in the city of water that Anastasia mentions, or someone else of the group that's working with Subaru mentions to Subaru about a living being of the witch's cult that might be important to them. They want to destroy or flood the city in order to release the person or living being from its slumber or from its imprisonment. So it looks like to me, whatever they're after, it's pretty much like it's pretty much a treasure box for them. They want to destroy the city by flooding it, and that if the flood happens, they might be after something that might be somewhere in the town that they're looking for, like a witch's remains or a living being that might help them out, or so. Whatever the situation, it's bad for them, and we get to see some bad news about Garth's mother's new husband and her children are like missing. After hearing that, Garth decides to like, I'll help your kids. I'll find your husband and find your kids. Leave them to me, no problem. And the episode ends up there. So pretty much we get to see a bad situation with the City of Water, not to mention for Subaru himself, considering that he cares for Amelia very much, not along with the others having their own personal issues. But right now, the main problem is the witch's cult is causing a major ruckus and taking over the City of Water and plans to destroy the city or flood it tremendously to release or find the remains of a certain witch or a living being, possibly deceased or not, from its slumber or imprisonment. So whatever they're trying to do is bad news. And if they flood and destroy the city, many lives will be lost. And that's not going to happen because, plot convenience and checkpoint convenience for Subaru. So, looks like to me it's not going to be as easy as it would be, but with the help of everybody working together, there's a chance to win. We'll have to find out if that works out or not. So, that's about it, people. I'll get my other videos up, running, and ready as fast as I can. So, until then, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!